Hey, what's going on? Matt O'Leary back with another video. And before we get started, I just wanted to mention that you can follow me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So now that we got that out of the way, let's jump right into today's video where we'll be breaking down the Steelers and the New York Jets. So this game was a surprise win for the Jets, and on the opening possession, it was probably the best drive of the game for both sides. The Jets are moving the ball really well. They get Le'Veon Bell involved a ton. I think he had 6 touches between the receiving game and the rushing game on that first drive. And then Sam Darnold makes the throw of the year for him anyway. Hits Robbie Anderson, who makes a contested catch in the end zone, puts the Jets up 7-0. It was like a 26-yard touchdown pass, and that was probably Anderson's best catch of the year. He went up, he got the ball between 2 defenders, and that's what you want to see from your wide receiver one. And that's why I want them to bring Robbie Anderson back, because he has a good connection with Sam Darnold. And the Jets, because of poor drafting, they don't have a ton of internal guys that they have to re-sign in free agency. He is one of them. Is he your prototypical wide receiver one? Absolutely not. But he is a key piece to this offense and someone you want around long term. On the second possession, so on the Steelers' first possession of the game, it was intercepted. Duck Hodges throws an interception after picking up a couple of first downs, picked off by Basham. You don't see that very often. He is wearing a big number, I think 93. So you very rarely see interceptions from big boys like that, but he drops into coverage. Hodges doesn't see him. But the Jets weren't able to capitalize off the turnover. They would go 3 and out. The Steelers would repay the favor, go 3 and out. Then the Jets would move the ball a little bit. They would kick a field goal, a 54-yard field goal, a really long one, and go up 10-0. In the second quarter now, Duck Hodges and the Steelers, they're moving the ball a little bit. They are getting towards the red zone. And this time he is picked off in the end zone by Marcus May, Hodges' second interception of the half. He gets benched for Mason Rudolph, and the New York Jets are once again cooking. Unfortunately, though, the Jets would go 3 and out on this drive and their next drive, so the Steelers would follow up with Mason Rudolph and kick a field goal, 10-3 game. In the 2-minute drill, this is what I was concerned about. Sam Darnold was stripped by TJ Watt. Obviously, he has done this a lot. I think this was his 7th forced fumble. He has a ton of sacks. He had 13 sacks going into the game. This is somebody who should be the defensive player of the year, potentially, and it's easy to see why. And this is what I was concerned about, is the front 3, mostly, for the Steelers getting after the New York Jets offensive line, which isn't as good. And Watt made him pay. Watt went after the ball. He was able to strip it, which then led to a Steelers touchdown, as Mason Rudolph was able to hit Johnson over the top for a touchdown. Bless Austin was beaten coverage just about as time expired for the half. Steelers wouldn't do anything on their first possession out of the half, but the New York Jets would be able to move the ball a little bit, and they would pick up a field goal, making it 13-10. Now the game's getting a little boring. We got 5 punts in a row from both sides here, which then would lead to the Jets going on another pretty nice drive. Unfortunately, though, they would have to kick a field goal. They settle for 3. 16-10 is the score at this point in the third quarter. We would get a punt. We would get another punt, and then a turnover on down. So the New York Jets hold on to win 16-10. They only score 1 offensive touchdown, but the defense does their job, and they win this one to improve to 6-9 on the season. Sam was 16 of 26 for 183 yards and 1 touchdown. Pretty close to what I predicted he would do. I think I said 185 yards and 1 touchdown. He did have a turnover, though, which I said he'd be turnover free, so I guess we're not 100% correct on this. Then Le'Veon Bell was okay. He had 72 yards on 25 carries, no touchdowns. Again, it was just that 1 offensive touchdown all day. This is not what you want from an Adam Gase-led offense. I understand that they won, but if you're going to win when you're already mathematically eliminated, I would like, I don't know, Sam Darnold putting up big-time numbers or the offense really clicking. We didn't see that. The offense really struggled again today. They got by on their defense, which means you got to tip your hat to Greg Williams, because he has done a phenomenal job with his unit all year long. They've played well above their heads, and besides the 1 mistake from Bless Austin, who's been good otherwise, this was a perfect day for the New York Jets. They allowed 10 points. Doesn't get much better than that. I just wish that the Jets offense could put up a little bit more than 16 points. Also, don't love the Gatorade bath for Hines Ward. To me, you're just celebrating mediocrity. I understand he beat the team that he played for all those years, but I mean, when you're giving Gatorade baths at 6-9, the optics of that isn't great. Let me know in the comments what you thought of today's game. Get at me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys next time.